have invaded my mind and my body, but there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps.
Hey, what is going on, guys? DbzSim here, coming at you with a new video, and today it's gonna be the very well anticipated Strike Supers segment of my all skills series I'm doing. That's right, guys. We're gonna be starting off the Strike Supers now, splitting this up into 3 parts as there are less of these, and let's get right into it with Drain Charge. One of the 3 draining moves. This one drains Ki and solely Ki to 68 damage. You can pick it up from PQ22. It's a fast attack with short range, and that's going to be the pattern we're seeing for a lot of these Strike Supers, is a fast attack, short range, because you know they generally are all fast attacks, and most of them do have short range because they're melee focused. But moving on to the next drain move, we got Super Drain, the most popular one, and this one does 86 damage. That's right, guys. All the drain moves have different damage. Super Drain does more. 86 damage. You can pick it up from PQ28, also a fast attack with short range. Moving on, actually, let me just mention that Super Drain takes stamina and solely stamina. And now we got Hyper Drain, which is a mix of Drain Charge and Super Drain. It takes Ki and stamina, but it doesn't take as much Ki as Drain Charge does, and it doesn't take as much stamina as Super Drain does. I believe it takes half that each would alone. So, still pretty good attack there. Does the most damage, 97 damage. Pick it up from PQ48. It's a fast attack with short range. Moving on to Deadly Dance. Does 116 damage. You can pick this up from Training with Android 18. Also a fast attack with short range, of course. Cool looking move there. Next we got Super Dragon Fist. Does 126 damage. Pick it up from PQ42. Fast attack, short range, I'd say. Although it can hit your opponent from pretty far away, but still relatively short range. Also a beautiful looking attack there. Moving on to Rebellion Spear. You can pick this up for PQ86. I mean, PQ50, it does 86 damage, sorry. It's another fast attack, but this one has long range. Once you activate it, you will be invincible for a short amount of time, but I believe any damage that you would be taking gets decreased from your stamina instead while this attack is in use. So yeah, use this, you'll have invincibility, you know, semi-invincibility. It's one of the few long-range Strike Supers. Moving on to Kamehameha Boost, 106 damage. You can pick it up from DLC number 1 and the second PQ in DLC Pack 1. It's a slower attack, but it has medium range. Another cool looking attack there. The Strike Supers are all very nice looking, I gotta be honest. Moving on to Paper, Rock, Scissors. I think it's Rock, Paper, Scissors. I don't know. The name's all jumbled here, but does 114 damage. You can also pick this up from DLC Pack 1, PQ3 in DLC Pack 1. It's a fast attack with a short range. It's kind of like, it's almost like an unlimited pose attack, except like it doesn't activate automatically when your opponent hits you. Basically, you press the button combination. You can use square, triangle. I think it's square, triangle, and circle you can use. And if you use all 3, you can do the full 114 damage. Yeah, that's a pretty cool move there, almost like an unlimited counter. Moving on to Power Pole, 78 damage. You can also pick this up from DLC Pack 1, PQ3 in DLC Pack 1. Medium speed, has a little bit of an animation before hitting, and it does have long range, another one of the longer range Strike Supers. And if your opponent's flying around and happens to dodge it, if they run into it while the Power Pole is still out, they'll still take that 78 damage, surprisingly. So running into a pole can give your opponent some damage, okay. Next we got Power Pole Combo, one of my all-time favorite moves. If you guys have seen me on stream or my fights on my Majin, my male Majin tank, I use Power Pole a lot. Because it closes distance fast, has a really fast time, fast speed attack, and medium range. Has 105 damage if you get all the hits off. DLC Pack 1, PQ3 in DLC Pack 1. The thing is, It's 105 damage if you get all the hits off, but I would usually suggest not doing all the attacks, finishing right before it does the final animation, knocking your opponent back, because then you can stop the animation and get right into a melee combo, and your opponent won't be knocked away. So that's my recommendation. Great move there. Moving on to Charge, 58 damage. Pick it up from PQ29. It's a medium speed attack and it has about medium range. Yeah, nothing much to say about that. Next we got Stone Bullet. The ultimate troll move does 2 damage for each stone you throw. I think the max amount of stones is 21, which is amounting to 42 damage. You can pick it up from PQ32. It's a fast attack with medium range. Pretty funny move there. You just throw rocks at your opponent. Next up we got Evil Ray Strike. 88 damage. Pick it up from PQ2. It's a fast attack with medium range. This move has invincibility frames as well, so when you're using it, any damage your opponent would be doing to you, I think it's taken away from your stamina, and yeah, it works kind of like Evil Whirlwind in which you can't be staggered while using it, so that's a pretty cool move. Moving on to the very popular Evil Rise Strike. 124 damage, but that isn't official because sometimes it can hit multiple times. I've had my Evil Rise Strike hit up to 3 times, I think, which is crazy. And yeah, you can pick it up from PQ2. It's a fast attack with short range. Pretty good move there. A little bit broken. Maybe they'll fix that in the future. Next up we got Super Dragon Flight. Awesome looking move here. Does 116 damage. You can pick it up from PQ19. It's a fast attack with short range, and this move also has some invincibility frames. And when I say the phrase invincibility frames, I mean when you're using this attack, you won't be staggered. You'll be temporarily invincible, and that's what I mean if you guys are confused. So that attack has some invincibility frames, just like the next one up here, Evil Whirlwind. Very popular move here, 124 damage. You can pick it up from PQ24. It's a fast attack with short range, and it'll knock back your opponent. This move's very popular simply because it has great damage, it's a fast attack, and it has invincibility frames. So all around, great attack right there. Next up we got a counter move, Burst Rush. 96 damage. You can pick it up from PQ35. It doesn't really have a speed as a counter move, doesn't really have a range because it's a counter move, but it's one of the few strike counter moves. I think this and Pressure Sign are the only strike counter moves. But yeah, this one will counter strike attacks and just basic attacks. So it won't work against Ki Blast attacks, but yeah, it'll work against the other ones. Last but not least, we have Evil Flight Strike. This move can only be used by Namekians and Majins, so keep that in mind. Does 125 damage. You can pick it up from PQ33. It's a fast attack with short range. I can see why it's only used by Namekians and Majins because it's a flailing of the extended arms. So sorry to anyone else who's not using those characters, but Namekians and Majins only. Hope you guys enjoyed the first part of the All Strike Super series. Get ready for the next part in just a couple days. Peace out. Hey guys, just wanted to address some things before ending the video here. Definitely wanted to give a shout out to DbzSim for helping me with all these videos and the past Ki Blast Super series. And for anyone new just coming to this series, if you're interested about the Ki Blast Supers, I already covered every single Ki Blast Super in the game. So if you want to check out the information on that, check out my past uploads. And guys, I would really appreciate it if you guys would leave a like if you're enjoying this content, because these videos actually take me longer than any other video to make. All the editing, all the information gathering, recording, etc. And I definitely put in a lot of hard work to get this information out to you guys. So leave a like if you enjoyed. Check out DbzSim's channel. And check out the Ki Blast Super series if you haven't seen that yet. Thanks guys. Peace out.